Call of Duty Warzone 10 Pro Tips to reduce recoil. Welcome back to Warzone Central. Let's get into the video. Number 10, Commando Foregrip. When customizing a weapon's attachments, it can all be too easy to focus on the wrong aspects. In multiplayer, quick ADS is widely considered to be very important. In Warzone, it is less significant. This isn't to say you shouldn't have some competitive ADS speed, but to highlight the importance of handling recoil. This is because it is more difficult to control over long distances. The Commando Foregrip is an under-barrel attachment that improves recoil control and aiming stability at the cost of movement speed. Given that many battles in Warzone occur at distance, movement speed can be sacrificed without too much issue. Thus, the Commando Foregrip is an ideal attachment for assault rifles to help recoil control. Number 9, Merc Foregrip. Not every skirmish in Warzone is fought at distance. Some fights occur in close quarters, and these are not always easy to avoid. As a result, it is often advised that at least one person in a squad carries a submachine gun. However, SMGs are notorious for having bouncy recoil. The Merc Foregrip is a solid choice to fix this, as it increases both the vertical recoil control and hip-fire accuracy. It will come at the cost of decreased ADS and aim walking speed, but this shouldn't be too much of an issue. Due to the unpredictability of CQB fights, it can be useful to hip fire immediately rather than lining up a clean shot. With reduced vertical recoil, these engagements are going to be made easier. Number 8, Ranger Foregrip. Some weapons behave differently to others, which means the Commando or Merc Foregrips aren't always the best options. The former helps balance ARs, while the latter favors a run and gun style with SMGs. For those of you who want to control recoil at range with submachine guns, the Ranger Foregrip awaits you. This attachment improves vertical recoil and weapon stability when shooting at longer ranges. Equipping it will still allow you to be mobile in close quarters while also being able to hit foes at mid-range as well. Number 7, Compensator. The Compensator is a useful muzzle attachment that reduces vertical recoil significantly. However, it will reduce both aiming stability and ADS. It is a nice option for multiple weapon types, including AR, SMGs, and LMGs. The Compensator can be paired with stippled grip tape or a tack laser to help minimize its negative effect. Equipping a Compensator means you cannot use a suppressor unless one is natively integrated with a gun's barrel attachment. Thus, it is often best to pair a weapon with a Compensator alongside a silenced gun in your custom loadouts. Number 6, choosing the right barrel. Regardless of your preferred weapon, it is essential that you choose the best barrel attachment that suits your playstyle. If you are someone who struggles with recoil control, some barrels can help you out. For example, the M4A1 stock M16 Grenadier attachment provides better recoil control, greater bullet velocity, and an enhanced rate of fire. Not every barrel will necessarily help with recoil control, however, so it's best to read each one's descriptions and play around with them. Number 5, tap fire at distance. All too often do less experienced players fire their entire weapons magazine immediately when engaging foes at range. This is highly inefficient and can easily result in you getting caught out when reloading. Guns are naturally less accurate at range, and you need to learn this sooner than later. One tip to help out is with the tap firing, which simply entails you pressing your shoot button rather than holding it down. You'll notice your gun only kicks back slightly before resetting, and your aim will be more accurate with less recoil. Number 4, understanding where to shoot if you're unsure about recoil. Sometimes applying sound logic in strange situations can work out favorably. Most guns tend to veer upwards the longer they are fired. In the right moments, this can be all you need to know about recoil. But if you do not have time to line up the perfect shot, aim for your opponent's chest. When fired, there is a good chance your gun will spray upwards and hit them in the head. This method's simplicity does sound daft, but think about when you're trying to snipe a moving target. You aim for where they'll be ahead of time. The concept is the same here. Aim at the chest and you might just hit their head before you need to reload. Number 3, mount surfaces. This mount mechanic has been available in Call of Duty Modern Warfare since the game launched. It is also present in Warzone, yet only experienced players make apt use of such a feature. For the uninitiated, mounting a surface means you will be able to shoot with increased accuracy and far less recoil. It is very situational, as mounting a surface in a CQB fight can take too long. However, when shooting from afar, the mechanic can be used to give yourself a massive advantage. Number 2, recoil patterns. To the untrained eye, it can often seem that recoil behaves similarly between each gun, but the truth is every weapon has its own individual recoil pattern that can be learned. You can jump into a private match and fire at a wall with a given weapon. Afterward, you will notice the gun's recoil pattern spluttered across the surface. Testing this out for yourself is often advised because you can personally see how your favorite gun behaves when fired. The more you study the pattern, the more you will notice it in-game. After a while, you should be able to predict where the recoil will spray, and you can adjust your aim accordingly. Number 1, position your analog stick or mouse in the opposite direction. Once you've learned your gun's recoil patterns, it is far easier to mitigate them. To do so, you simply need to position your analog stick or mouse in the opposite direction of the recoil. Over time, you can ingrain this technique into your mind until it becomes a natural reflex. Typically, most, but not all guns will veer up either to the left or right, and in some instances, both. You need to reposition the analog stick or mouse in the opposite direction to counter this. This will ultimately make you shoot centrally, which is the objective. It can take much practice, but implementing this tip will greatly help you control recoil. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them, and be sure to comment down below to let us know what you want to see next. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.